it's Katie up today with a DIY video for Jess's Scrappy Advent Calendar, and I have decided to make a banner, and this is sort of an example banner. I didn't actually make this. One of my good friends, Karina, made this one, and I just was using it as an example, and I didn't have any banner dies, but I had these cool star dies and I thought they would work well. So I used that, and I used the cookie cutter Christmas set from Stampin' Up, as well as the large letter framelits from Stampin' Up as well. And I've basically prepped everything for this video, but believe it or not, it still took me quite some time to put together. So if you are going to do this, just bear in mind, I think it took me about an hour, and I filmed like an hour's worth of footage that I cut down to 6.5 minutes or something. So I've sped this up double time, and I've cut out a lot of stuff because it's very repetitive. So I'm just getting some dimensionals because you'll need those to pop up your letters and the little Santas, and I'm just going to start putting everything together once I've cleared out my workspace. So I am first of all going to start by sticking my pattern paper. So I needed 17 stars, so I cut out 17 stars in red cardstock, and then I had a pack of Christmas paper from Stampin' Up, and I cut up 17 different pieces, well not all different, but 17 pieces of pattern paper, and I think I had maybe 6 designs. So basically I just wanted to show you the first part of this process, and then I'll edit out the rest of the 16 that I stuck together, but I'm just sticking down the pattern paper stars onto the cardstock stars, and that was a bit time consuming, but it's simple, and this is very easy to put together, but it's just something that does take a little bit of time. So you can see me there. I'm just going to go through and stick all of the pattern paper stars onto the red cardstock, and then as you can see here, through the power of editing, I have put them into piles of the same pattern paper, just so that when I'm putting the banner together, I don't put 2 styles of the same thing kind of together. So I'm just clearing off the excess. I cut a couple of extra pattern paper stars, not really by accident, I just wasn't sure what kind of makeup I would like. And so now I'm just lining up my letters, and I'm using the little Santas as the filler star. So I'm putting a star at the start and the end, and then a star in the middle of the words Merry Christmas. So I'm starting off with a star and then going into the word Merry. And so I'm just using my dimensionals here, and I'm basically going through and using up all the side pieces of the dimensionals. If anybody uses Stampin' Up dimensionals, you'll know what I mean when I say the side pieces. It's like the excess on the edge that is really great, and you should never throw that out. I use every skerrick of my dimensionals, and so yeah, I'm just going through and sticking down the letters. So again, I'm going to cut the rest of this out because it's exactly the same thing, just with different letters. So I'm popping those up with dimensionals, and I'm just going through and making sure I don't put 2 pieces of pattern paper the same beside each other. So you can see here, we're at the end. I've stuck everything down, and that did also take quite some time. So I've stuck those down, and now I'm going to use my little hand punch, hole punch, and I'm going to punch some holes in the stars. Now it took me a while to figure out where I wanted to punch these holes, and I decided, as you can see from the video, where I've punched them on on the end piece of 2 of the points of the star, and that I would then loop the string kind of behind the star to make it a bit more stable, and I just liked the way that it looked. So I actually punched on the end of the pattern paper cardstock, so it kind of all looks neat, everything's punched in the same space, and I really like the way that it looks. Now I haven't tried to hang the banner, so I'm hoping that it sits quite nicely and it hangs, but I kind of didn't want to give this to my sister, so I really like it. I would like to use it for my own Christmas decorations, and if I have enough time, I'm going to make myself another one, but I may not have enough time, so we will see. Christmas is fastly approaching. So that, as you can see, I'm just punched the holes and stringing each of the stars through. So again, I'm editing the rest of this out. I'm just showing you sort of a couple, and then I am not making you sit through me stringing up 17 stars onto a piece of string. So here we go. I am now at the end, and just a hot tip, if you are going to make something like this, I actually wrapped a little piece of double-sided tape on the end of my string, and even though it was a little bit sticky, and I used double-sided tape because it was literally all I had, I didn't have normal tape, but it was good because it made it super easy to get through the holes. So I did that on about the sort of 4th star in. I was like, this is going to keep fraying, my string is going to keep fraying and make it really difficult. So I stuck a bit of double-sided tape on and it was perfect. So I'm just trying to get my banner in frame, but I can't because it's too big. So I've slowed the video down to real time now, and you can see here I can't fit Christmas in frame, but I'm showing you what it looked like. And yeah, I am super happy with how this turned out. So I'm going to wrap it around a little bit so you can kind of see it all in frame, even though it won't be in a nice line. And I was sort of trying to show you there that I'm actually going to put a knot at the end of the banner as well, so that the stars can't really move. So I did that at the end, the Merry Christmas, the merry end, at the start of the banner, but I'm going to do it again at the end. So that is it. I really love how this turned out, and really simple. It was time consuming, so I just warn you it was time consuming, but really simple to put together. I hope you like this DIY, and tune back in tomorrow to see what Jess made for me. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys.